In today's Clash Royale video, we got the top 32 best players on the planet battling for the top 8 spots to qualify for the Clash Royale League monthly final to fight for the really important golden ticket for the direct qualification for the Clash Royale League World Finals. Today's Clash Royale will you will guys find out if I will make it and which of the best players in the world I will face. If you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe, make sure to use creator code mod in the shop, and I can tell you guys I play against the recent #1 finisher in the world. Let's do it, guys. So guys, I face the #1 in the world player right now on ladder, or like the guy who finished #1 in the world last season, also finished #2 in the CRL warm-up tournament, also finished #1 in the recent Royal tournament, so maybe the hottest Clash Royale player right now on the planet, Patro, and he also had the better seeding going into this stage. So it was like we had like a 4 groups or like 8 groups with 4 players, and at the end it was about finishing first. A top 1 out of every single group, so at the end the top 8 players will go to the monthly finals, which is going to be this Saturday/Sunday. So it's a double round robin, so we're playing 6 games, twice against everyone. And yeah, Petro actually had a higher seeding than me because he was actually in the Swiss bracket yesterday. He had like, I think he went like 8 and we had 9 and 1 or so on, but he had like a better score than me. So actually on paper maybe he was the favorite since his performance yesterday was better than mine. Also, just to let you know, guys, when we played this game, I was actually 2-0. I beat Gabo and Clown, I think like better known as Kick-Ash, which is a pretty good mortar player, and also I beat Gabo, who's considered to be one of the best bridge run players in the entire world. But Petro kind of surprisingly went 0-2. So for Petro was kind of do or die. You can still qualify with 4-2 in a way. But for me it was also important since Gabo was 2-1 after he won also against Clown. He just lost against me and I knew, okay, I also need to win this game now against Petro. So as you guys can see, I'm actually currently a big fan of the Mini Packer. Mini Packer does really great against all of the type of decks like Hawk Rider. It does really well against RG and minor decks. So this is why I really like Mini Packer. For sure it sucks a bit against Royal Hogs, against Spam, like Skelly King decks and so on. But Petro wasn't really playing it, so we decided, me and Jules, who's like currently my coach, we decided, okay, G-Skelly is a pretty, Mini Pack is a really nice card also since he might play Hawk G-Skelly, so at least having this. So, okay, this is a Hawk Rider mirror matchup, and I think we're gonna have like to take a look how the matchup is. Honestly, if he would have had Lock, it would have been way easier, but Snowball in some scenarios, first of all, Snowball plus Earthquake kills my guards, but also Snowball off my Mini Packer pushbacks my Mini Packer, make sure that Hawk breaks through, is absolutely annoying for my deck. I need to be honest here. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Golem here, and I am also gonna, just gonna go out for the Ice Spirit there. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Golem here. Now I'm just gonna go for my Hawk Rider here. I'm just gonna go for the Log, but look at what the heck is my Hawk Rider doing? So, also what the heck is his Hawk Rider doing? So, it's okay. My Ice Spirit is coming down. My Hawk Rider does a pretty decent job, I would say. Now I'm just gonna go in for another Hawk Rider here, but he decided to just drop his next Bomb Tower, but it's fine so far. We are 400 damage up right now. If he does it really well and gets like one good G-Skelly Hawk Rider push, it will be absolutely hard for me to defend, since I know defending a Hawk Rider flawless feels almost impossible. So I need to go archers here, and I was kind of hoping and praying that it's just one hit and it's just one shot. Right now I'm just going to go for my Hawk Rider here. I'm also going to go for the Earthquake here and just trying to break through, but really important like sequence for you guys to know. If your opponent, if you're playing Bomb Tower like this placement low, if both towers are attacking the Hawk Rider, EQ won't be able to finish off the the Bomb Tower. So if your opponent is going to spend Hawk EQ and you're just going to respawn with a Bomb Tower, you won't take any damage besides the EQ damage. So this the same goes in with like also the Inferno Tower. So Bomb Tower completely counters at the right spot Hawk EQ. So the good thing is I was like kind of switching on my Mini Packer placement, so he wasn't really able to predict it. But the kind of annoying thing is for me, even if I kite the G-Skelly really well to the opposite lane, as you guys can see, I still kind of need to overcommit, since Ice Golem for sure with my tower doesn't kill it alone. So I need to go for a Log. I still take one Hawk Rider shot. And I also still need to defend the G-Scaling on the side. So I need to go guards here. I'm also going to go in for my archers, which are doing a pretty nice job. Now I'm just going to go in for my Ice Golem at the bridge. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Spirit. And now I'm just gonna go for the Mini P.E.K.K.A. late. I was really praying the Mini P.E.K.K.A. does his job. Now I'm just gonna go Guards here. I'm just gonna go for the Hawk Rider here. Using my Earthquake here and also trying to get some bird off my guards, which is pretty cool since I think it's G-Skelly wasn't optimal since G-Skelly almost dies. But right now I'm just gonna go cycling again. And I'm also getting a really, really great EQ here. And now look at the log, guys. What an absolutely amazing log. Still didn't allow us to get one shot, but we were able to deal some important damage. I'm just going to go try to bridge block him here. I'm just going to go in for my Hawk Rider here. I'm using my EQ now because I just want to also make sure EQ and plus log kills the archers. And now I'm just going to go for it at the bridge here. The good thing is the Hawk currently, or like the Hawk bugs a bit, so I can just go in for my archers here. Perfect log, and now I'm just gonna go for the EQ, and that was an absolutely perfect game, guys. So guys, I need to tell you guys, game number 2 wasn't really too entertaining, and also I want to show you another game. So yeah, honestly just gonna show you like how I lost this game. I don't know about the matchup, to be fair, since G-Skate does pretty well against Mega Knight, but Prince was really annoying. Arrow Step combination, also the Archer Queen kind of carried him here. I mean, if he would have had archers, or to be fair, it would have been a way better matchup, but he also played pretty well. So we currently 1-1. It's a best of 3, and now we're gonna jump into the final game against Pedro, and let's see what he's gonna play. And I can tell you guys, most of the times my games go into the third game. So guys, going into the game number 3 here versus Pedro, and we're gonna play something which I guess most people won't expect from my side. We are playing Golem, and why do we play Golem? Since I just feel like Golem also does well against his cycle decks, and I think he was kind of predicting me to counter his normal mortar deck. But also, what is really, really cool about this type of deck is that, yeah, I mean, it's just an overall solid deck, right? Like, you don't expect it from me, and I just really like it. Cage is really solid. Also, I knew he could play Warrior Giant, so just having like a Cage in the deck, having Phoenix plus Baby Dragon, double air, I really like this type of Golem deck. And honestly, I'm playing really passive here, and he also doesn't play anything. So I think I'm just gonna go in here for my Golden Knight here, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait a bit. He doesn't play anything, but I don't really want to wait into double XM since I still didn't know 1% what he plays. And imagine he would have played like maybe also a Golem. If imagine he would have played a Golem Mirror matchup, wouldn't have been cool. So since I also know I have a good defense in single X the time, I'm just gonna do it since I feel like, okay, I just feel more confident. Also, like, my best win rates were with Golem and E-Giant this weekend, so I'm kind of improving on this type of decks, which is really cool. So okay, for sure I need to be careful with my cannon card. Oh no, we just have Baby Dragon. We just have Phoenix. So I apologize. I thought I had Baby Dragon and Phoenix. No, I just have Phoenix, but also have the cannon card and the Barbarian Brawl. Okay. But yeah, I'm just, as I said, I'm really happy with me, like, that I'm improving with this type of Clash Royale deck, since normally I'm like known for my cycle, but now I'm like also getting good games with Golem. I'm playing really well, but same goes to Lava Hound, and also, yeah, just generally like E-Giant. I mean, not the hardest decks to play, but you kind of need to know the timing, as I was also talking about in yesterday's video. Make sure to also check it out, and yeah. So he's going for his, like, the Fisherman is going to pull to tower. We're going to play Golden Knight here. Golden Knight responds to that, and he has Fireball. I kind of know that already, since, I mean, he said Lightning open as fast as now. Yeah, in the second game he didn't play a big spell. In the first game he played Hawk EQ with Snowball. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go for the Golden here, because I still have my cannon card on the right side, and also left side, yeah, is kind of dead. So I know, okay, yes, he could go in for an RG here, but I'm just gonna go respawn with that. And look at this, we got a good defense, and when the opponent needs to play defense with Warrior Giant, he has most of the time, like, he's in trouble. So most of the time the situation is gonna be they want to play offense. So I'm just gonna go for Lightning and hit the Monk, and also make sure to have my Tornado ready. Now I'm just gonna go for a Tornado here. Really perfect Tornado placement. Now that the Golem doesn't go to Kingtown. Also, I got some damage on the right side, which I didn't even see. Like, how did I get damage? Now, I was like actually playing this game, was thinking, how did I get so much damage on the right side? And now I'm like thinking the same. So it's interesting. I'm just gonna go for the Cage High. Really good Cage. He gets some damage, but I'm also have a decent amount of counter pressure. So let's see, I'm just gonna have my Lightning ready, but he's now really overcommitting, I think. He's also using like something else. Yeah, he's like also using a Monk, so this is really cool. I'm just gonna go for the Golden Knight here. He's also using his E-Spirit, so I know, okay, he's using a ton of elixirs, so I can just go on for the Golem here, and I now have all my cards ready to defend. If the Cage in this type of matchup is absolutely strong. Cage has a building, which you also don't really see a lot currently in the meta. since it feels like in all of this against all the Psychic decks doesn't get too much well. But look at the really perfect cage space. I'm distracting the Hunter. Hunter now gets some damage, of course, but I have a big golem push right now. Also on the left side I have 2 big tubes. I can just go for a NATO here, going for an absolutely crazy ability, getting the golden net on the tower. Now I just need to lightning the finish of the tower, and with this win we're currently 3-0, and now we're going into the next round, playing against A1 again. And I would say, no, I'm going to show you the final game. If I win this one, I will qualify. If I lose, I'm out. And surprisingly, everybody thought Petro will be the guy to beat. But at the end, the guy who was like, also at the point I was playing him, he was like 3-1. And I was 4-0. And if I would have lost against him, he would have been up. So, like, we would have been both 4-1. And yeah, and then at the end it would have been maybe a decision between tiebreakers, and honestly I think he won more games 2-0, so maybe I would have lost this. So this game is absolutely really important. We're facing against Gabo here. The first game I kind of want to show you like twice, because I honestly feel like the matchup wasn't really too good, and I just want to show you the last games because I feel like they were just absolutely incredible. I mean, the last game was also a pretty easy matchup, to be fair, but the second game was absolutely really cool. So I mean, a matchup, it's honestly not really too good since he has like flying machine, arrows against my archers. Tesla doesn't really do too much since he can easily protect that, and Mini Packer doesn't do well against Royale, but he's also doing so many mistakes that they're almost winning this game. Is an absolutely, I can't believe it. Like, this is an absolutely crazy. Like, if I would have won this game, that would have been maybe the best win of my life. You guys will see. So he just goes on for arrows. He has all the defensive cards he needs. I think I'm just going to go now for my log here. I'm just going to cycle because I don't really want to play Hawk when he has fish in hand. I'm just going to go for a Tesla here. But so far, we're looking not too bad, honestly. We're not looking too bad. So I'm just going to go for a Hawk Rider once again. He is messing up his 10th Fisherman. But I need to say, this is absolutely annoying to defend now. I'm just going to go for Skeletons. He's just going to go Zappies at the bridge, and Zappies absolutely destroy me here. I absolutely get destroyed by Zappies. Now I need to go Hoggies here. Hoggies doesn't do, Hoggies do so much damage. And it's looking really bad. Now I'm just going to go for the Hawk Rider here. I'm using my Ice Spirit here. I do get 2 Hawk Rider strings, which is okay. I'm just going to go for the Log here. I'm just going to go for the Skeletons here. I'm just going to go cycling a Q here, because a Q log kills Mother Witch, so I think okay was a good play. I'm just gonna go for a log, really bad Hoggies. Now I'm just gonna, I think, going for Skeletons here at the bridge to also distract his Fisherman. Once again, he's failing his Fisherman like for the 15th time. I'm just gonna go for a log, and he was playing it really bad. I think he was a bit nervous since he also knew what was on the line, right? If he wins, he might have a big chance to qualify. I'm just gonna go for another Hawk here. Still gets a shot, and now we're even in this game, guys. Now we're absolutely even. I'm just gonna go for the Q here, and now, okay, let's keep up the pressure. I'm just gonna go for another Tesla. I'm just gonna go in here for my Mini Packer. I'm also dropping Skeletons here. I'm just gonna go for the Log here. But Mother Witch is so crazy annoying. I need to go for the Q here. I'm just gonna go in for my log here. Log is good, but now look at this. How I'm supposed to defend both sides. I'm just gonna go for Tesla. One Hoggy does escape. I'm just gonna go for this. I'm just gonna go for Skeletons here. I'm still gonna go for the log here, but I also need to defend opposite lane. And I think we defended it really nice, but it's not enough. So I'm just gonna go for this here. I'm just gonna use my EQ here. I'm also gonna go now for my Hawk Rider here, I guess. Now I'm just gonna go for my Tesla low. Tesla is pulling in work. I'm just gonna go for my EQ here, hopefully. And the Hawk Rider! If the Hawk Rider would have gotten this hit, I would have won this game. Okay, guys, now we're going to game number 2, which is an absolutely amazing game. As you guys know, this is a game which is about like, or for like a ton of money. Since I think, win in the monthly finals like 20k, I think. And if we lose this game, you get like $750. So it's a big difference, and also, for sure, if you go to the monthly finals, also don't pay attention to the NATO. Don't pay attention to the NATO. And also, if you go to the monthly finals, for sure, by the way, look, now take a look at this miner. You get a ton of points, or you have the chance to get the golden ticket. First of all, points, they're going to be 7 winners at the end of like 7 months. Qualification, the 7 golden ticket winners will get a golden ticket and go directly to World Finals. And 7 players based off points will go to the Clash Royale League World Finals. And it's like, as more fires you get, as more points you are gonna get. Really simple, right? In the monthly finder will be the most points for every single player. So I'm just gonna go in here for my E-Giant bridge, and you guys gonna see me using E-Giant, Miner, E-Dragon. Why do you use E-Drag? Because it's pretty solid against Cycle decks and also against Mega Knight decks, but he didn't play it unfortunately, and also against like decks like Lava Hound, and my analyst pools like Jules just said, okay, let's just use it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for the cannon here. He plays a really cheap Mortar Miner control deck. I mean, the thing is, like, the matchup on paper looks pretty solid. The only problem is that he has bats, right? Bats are absolutely annoying on offense. Sometimes I need to arrow them, so it's hard for me to break through, because normally they have like archers and goblins, which are really a ton of arrows as well, right? But Archer Queen is pretty annoying, since for sure we have like the tornado to pull into the Electric Giant, but also he outcycles me. And also what is kind of annoying about, we don't have lightning. So Archer Queen is way more annoying. I would rather face the variation with the archers. This is way easier to beat for my deck here. Since, yeah, we kind of need to overcommit. Normally we also need to play defensive E-Giant, since also we don't really have anything else against Archer Queen, right? We don't want to play an E-Drag against it and so on. So I'm just going to cycle now this in the back. So for sure, he will also try to get as much poison as you can get. So this is kind of an annoying thing, right? So I need to go now in Electric Dragon here, and he will always poison it. He always will use the poison to outcycle me. So just to get as much damage as he can get. So that was, in my opinion, not the best ability. So I'm just going to go for the mine here. I'm just going to go arrows here and just trying to get some decent amount of chip damage. You do get some decent amount of chip damage. You also do get one important, not dash. It's not called dash. It's one important chain on the tower. Like Clash of Shane. So I'm just gonna use my E-Giant here once again. He doesn't care, right? Just poison all the time. And I think right now we do take one shot, which was absolutely annoying. But I'm just gonna go in for Miner here. Miner's coming down. We do get some decent value. He just drops this. I think I'm also, do I go in for? Yeah, okay. That was now an absolutely annoying, because I'm just going to go for the goblins to distract it. He goes in for log, so I still need to respond with another E-Giant defense. But as you guys can see, he has all the cards he needs against E-Giant. But our Miner so far doesn't break through. But I know in Triple X time, Golden Knight Tornado is the play. So I'm just going to go for the Golden Knight here. I have my troops ready. And I might want to go in for a Golden Knight Tornado here. But this so far, he doesn't really give me the chance to do that. So I'm just going to go for the Miner here. Miner will absolutely chip away quite a lot, which is really cool. And I think right now, do I go for dash? No, I don't, but I can just go for arrows here just to cycle. And now that's a bit unfortunate, because this time I didn't play something, so I was just kind of praying that he won't kill my goblins on the opposite lane. That was really praying, to be fair. That was really praying. But also look at the mortar, guys. I think does it connect to tower? It does. And here I thought, okay, I will lose. Also, look at the queen, dude. How the heck did the queen, like target on my E-Drag? Everything goes wrong. But now I could just go in here for the miner. He goes for his own defensive miner. And I'm also going to use the ability here. Just try to get dash on top of the tower, and we are looking solid. For me right now, it's just about going for another Electric Giant on defense. Just tank this away. Using now my miner, or like just trying to catch this miner here in the back. Once again, what the heck? The mortar once again connect. I'm just going to play the cannon here just to distract. I'm just going to go E-Giant here. And right now, I'm just going to go for the miner here. Miner in front, just to make sure. Okay, doesn't matter what he does. I can just go for a tornado here. I'm just going to go for a tornado here. We go in for the arrows. And now, it's all or nothing. Let's do it. So guys, this time, it's my time to pick Royal Giant. And honestly, we can kind of go my twice of the speed. Or like, no, we're just gonna watch it once, because it's the final game, Brad. Like, honestly, if you see this type of matchup, you already know this is a win, right? This is a win. We kind of outpicked him here. Like, this drill deck, it's a really common deck in competitive players. I was also talking about it yesterday. But it's really, yeah, it has one really big weakness. And I think the biggest weakness, oh, that was, by the way, really lucky. I thought maybe we lost here. The biggest weirdness, great. The biggest weakness of this deck is you don't have any proper counter against Royal Giant. So what the heck is he gonna do against Royal Giant? He kinda can't do anything about it, which is absolutely crazy. So we're just gonna play defensive here. We're just gonna like play calm, and we're kind of just waiting for him to like maybe do an overcommitment, play our troops in the back, getting a ton of Fisherman value. Fisherman gets value against almost everything. And when I feel like, okay, we got a good situation, then I'm going to go Royal Giant. You're going to see me playing passive in a match where I know if I play passive, I will win this. I'm just going to go for this now. And I think right now I'm just going to go for Fisherman at the bridge, just distract this one. and we are looking absolutely good. So this is exactly the situation I was talking about. Now we overcommitted a lot. I can just go in for the G-Skelly here, and I think now it's the first time I'm just gonna set up a Royal Giant because I knew he committed so much Elixir. I'm just gonna go for the Phoenix here. I'm just gonna go for this. Yes, he can still go for a Tornado, but look at his Elixir disadvantage always. I'm just gonna continue going for my Royal Giant, continue to build up my pushes, and now I'm just gonna go in for the Fisherman here. Fisherman is doing a great job, getting so much well. Also keep it alive, of course. I'm just gonna go for another Royal Giant, and now I know, okay, it's not looking too bad, right? He just goes in for that. That was honestly a really bad Fisherman in my end. I should have predicted that he most likely will play it low, but we just go for an G-Scale. He didn't do any damage yet to tower because it's like it feels absolutely it feels absolutely impossible for him to win this one. I'm just gonna go in for this, I'm just gonna go in for that, and now you guys gonna see I'm just gonna go lightning here, whatever he does, and it's over. And I am at the Clash Royale League monthly finals for March, and the top 8 players in the world are battling. And now I'm gonna show you my opponent at this Sunday, and also all the players which were qualifying. So guys, this is the bracket we got here. We got SK Florby against Kitastian, aka by the way, SK Florby, it's not the real Florby, it's Faust. And then we got Morten versus Mohammed Light, the Clash Royale League World Finals rematch. As always, right? Morten and Mo, we're always facing each other in the first round. Bit unfortunate, but this is what happens. By the way, double elimination bracket. Then we got Sandbox versus Haziel. I think, is Haziel the guy? I don't know. No, I think Kitastian was in Ian's group. Because Ian was my favorite to go through, honestly. He beat me yesterday. He played really well. But Kitastian did a great job there. So, shout out to Kitastian. I didn't expect him to see that. Sandbox versus Haziel and Lillian. I don't really know this guy. Versus Mini, Minter, and Dan. This is the game. Or these are the games we're gonna battle off at Saturday and Sunday this week. So make sure to support me there on the Clash Royale Esports YouTube channel, but I will also most likely do a video about that. And I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all the support and all the live streams. I absolutely appreciate it a lot. I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching and goodbye.